disgruntledduck.com.
Hi guys, welcome again. I've got another review. This time it's another plane again. So I've got a bit of a fetish at the minute for planes. Another 1/72 scale plane, this time by Revell of Germany. This is DHC-6 Twin Otter. So let's have a look what's inside the box. Now, the reason, is that everything? That's everything. The reason I went for this is mainly because it's a civil. Is there anything wrapped up in there? No. It's civil aviation. Most of the planes out there are military, or you've got the airliners that are in a lot smaller scale. I just thought this was really cool. So here's our instructions. Nothing really to write home about. We've got a lot of little bits. You can see down the side here, we've got a lot of little bits of clear plastic we have to fit into that body. So that's going to be fun, no doubt. We're going to need to add some weight to the nose of this. Looks like we've got a couple of different versions, so it might be worth having a look into that and why we've got those different versions. Oh, here we go. So we've got a float plane, a skip plane, and so they seem to be dependent on what version it is. Oh, sorry, not a skip plane, it's a ski plane, I can't read. That's quite cool, little ski plane. Float plane, which is really cool, and then we've got two of the more commercial vehicles. Looks like a rescue plane and maybe just a regular A to B sort of plane. Right, so as we go through, breaks us down into what versions we're doing and what parts we're going to need to fit for what version. That's really quite cool. I hadn't even noticed that, to be honest. I thought it was just the build on the front. So we've got some different paint schemes. They seem to be both Canadian. So we've got a Air Force Rescue, it looks like, and then we've got our West Coast Air seaplane, which is quite cool. So if we get onto the parts now. See, personally I'm thinking of doing this, neither of those things, something completely different, but let's see how that goes. So there's our decals. There's a lot of red there. I don't know if that would be better to do with some masking. So we've got our common decals, which are internal parts. They look like some seat belts there. We could recreate them ourselves, but yeah, that looks pretty fine. And yeah, then we've got our decals for both our Rescue and our West Coast Air. So, you know, that's something to look to in the future, what we're going to do with it. Right, so our clear parts. As I thought, we've got all these little side windows, which are going to be an absolute nightmare to mask, if I'm quite honest with you. I think that's going to be an absolute nightmare masking those little guys off. But you know, it's not something I'm used to doing. I'm not really a plane builder, so I'm not really used to masking planes, and especially clear parts like this. Usually, when you're making a military model, you tend to stick the clear parts on last. So that's going to be an interesting challenge. But you know, nothing to worry about, hopefully. Right, there are not a ton of parts in this kit. So if we start with this one, we've got our wings, and that's pretty much about it. Some parts of our engine there, if you look a little closer. Next off, so we've got our propellers, our wheels. These look like our floats for our seaplane. These possibly could be parts of the skids for the ski plane. Again, a fair amount of detail. Now this kit costs less than £10, so I wasn't expecting the world from it. It's not as detailed as some of those Airfix kits, especially the new tooled ones, but it's quite a unique kit, so I'm not massively bothered about that. And then finally, there's both sides of the fuselage. The tail's already fitted a solid part. We've got our different nose cones. Looks like our internal seating. So yeah, that's the kit. It's quite a little one, quite a small one, quite a quick little review on this one, as there's really not a hell of a lot to review. But this one I'm really looking forward to. It's something completely different for me. I hope you enjoyed the view, and I hope you come back and check out the finished model. So until then, happy modelling guys, and I'll see you soon.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment.